English teacher. I have been teaching children for 8 years already, and now I am inspired to share my views on teaching and probably to engage you in the process of teaching if you are not a teacher yet. Yet. But you will be if you watch my videos. Well, if you don't want, please don't do that, because teaching is not for everybody. Yeah. Okay, a lot of teachers ask me how I teach children to read. You know that reading is not as simple, and today I'm going to tell you how I do that. Teaching children to read is a key to their engaging in the process of reading. And we must understand that we are responsible for the result. If we want a child to read fluently and to understand what he or she reads, we have to take some steps. To begin with, children need to understand sound-letter correlations. That such words as dog and desk have the same initial sound, which is represented by the letter D, so that other words that begin with the same letter are pronounced in the same way, so that in the future, when they encounter a new word, they will be able to decode it. Of course, it's only true when a child knows what a dog or a desk or a door is. If children don't know how to decode, if they haven't learned the regular sound symbol correspondences in English, when they encounter a new word, they will just skip over it. And you understand that doing that many times renders a text meaningless. What is a solution? The solution is to include phonics. I love phonics. What is phonics, you might ask me? Well, phonics focuses on the smallest unit of text, the letters, and it teaches the student the relationships between sounds and letter, how a particular sound is symbolized in print, and how to sound out a word. It usually begins with individual sounds such as m or s in initial position, or short words that rhyme or share a common sound. For example, cat, rat, hat, or can, ran, man. The goal is to help children decode written language using the sound symbol relationships that they have learned. Now we will move on to practice. I know that you might say, okay, we understand what phonics is, but what shall we do with those young learners who are there sitting and waiting for me in the classroom? I'll tell you what to do. Stay tuned. The first thing that you need to know is that I never start with ABC. I never teach the sounds in the alphabetical order. Imagine that you have taught your students a, b, k. How many words can a student make? How many real words can a student make? And now imagine that you start with more common letters, such as S, A, and T, and teach the sounds S, E, and T. You can make 2 real words, at and set, and then you add 3 more sounds, E, P, N. And look how many words you can make now. Nap, ant, pen, teen, Pete, pet, tap, tip. Isn't that great? You can make a lot of real words and you can make your child, your student, read really fast. So remember, start with more common letters. Next advice is to introduce new words in a meaningful context before you go on to learning a letter or a sound. Look what I do. I usually print out some words that have the initial sound, the same initial sound. Mouse, money, milk, monkey. But what you have to do? You have to create a meaningful context. You need to come up with a story. For example, look, this is a monkey. The monkey can see some milk. Milk. The monkey is happy. The monkey can see some milk. This is just my idea. You can come up with your own ideas how to create a meaningful context. As soon as you have introduced the new words to the student, using meaningful context and creating a story, you can move on to introducing the letter, the sound, which these words have in initial position. Don't forget that you should start reading from the very beginning. As you can see, there are words that a student can read really easily because these sounds have been introduced before, not in the alphabetical order. The next advice is provide support using sound boxes. You cut out these pieces and you give this puzzle to the student. They make the puzzle and they can read. Such boxes provide guidance to the student and they can understand that each symbol represents a separate sound. You can also use sound families. For example, here you can see the family N. And here are some words that begin with different sounds, but all have the sound N, two sounds. This provides some understanding of how words are built, and this is what is called blending. And finally, practice writing from the very beginning. Make such activities where a child should read and then trace the letters. And you can practice reading and writing simultaneously. This is a very good approach, and I really recommend you to do that simultaneously because it's logical. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions left, please don't think twice and text me in the comment box below. I will be happy to answer all of them. So see you next time in my future videos on this channel. Stay tuned. Bye!